There we go.
Hi, hope you all enjoying your day so far.
So today I'm renting a small truck to go pick up a new ride in Saitama Prefecture. So you might be wondering, why a Super Cub? Well, the thing is, I've been riding my Yamaha WR250R to my part-time job, which ended up clocking unwanted miles. In fact, I've reached 10,000 kilometers in a little less than a year, and that's a lot considering I mostly use it to ride around Tokyo. So let's talk about the Cub I ended up buying, shall we? The one I bought is the Super Cub 110 Pro, which is a business model. And if you know your Super Cubs, you can tell it's slightly different from the standard model. Based on the fact that the Cub came with snow tires and is equipped with grip heaters, I'm guessing that this Cub has been delivering newspapers in the snowy region up north. Has a large basket in front to place items like newspapers or other delivery goods. Also has a large rack equipped on the rear, which is a nice perk when it comes to loading my fishing tackle and camping equipment. This is something I learned after I bought the Cub, but the Pro has a 14-inch wheel when the standard model has a 17-inch wheel. The problem with having a 14-inch wheel is that there are less selection of tires compared to a 17-inch. So I was able to take it home without having any problems. The Cub I picked up was in alright condition. It has acceptable rust when considering it year model and the mileage it has. I also went to a local ward office to go get my Cub tag. So now we're ready for a test ride if weather permits. So I just came back after I returned the pickup. It's getting late, so let's quickly take a better look at the Cub. So she has 45,198 kilometers on the odometer. And that's quite impressive considering it went around the globe once and it's still running strong. Kind of talked about this already, but moderate rust around the Cub. The spring on the rear suspension is rusted as well, which is something I plan to replace in the near future. Plastic parts that are painted have their paint chipped off, which will have a new paint job when I repaint the entire bike. I see that the scratches are focused on the left side. I think the Cub has a history of being knocked down by the previous owner. The seller told me about the Cub having a weak battery that needs to be replaced, but let's see if the turn signal is working. Yep, looks like the turn signals on all ends seem to be working. I think the front drum brake needs some adjustment and lubrication in the brake wire. The rear tire needs replacement. It has 0 treads left in the center. And I also might as well change the front tire along with the rear. Let's take a look if the fuel tank has any rust inside. Yeah, might as well clean off the dust around the tank. Not now, but later. Looks pretty clean to me. Free of rust. The red you see is from the color added to the regular gasoline, so that's not a problem at all. Let's see if the engine runs without any problems. It's harder than it looks to kickstart while handling a video camera on one hand. There we go. So the seller was talking about how there's a clacking sound coming from the crankcase. He suspected there was a problem with the clutch, but I think the tappet just needs to be adjusted. Can you hear the clacking sound? Headlight's a bit dim, but it seems to be working. I was checking out the engine and found a smear of motor oil around the cylinder head cover. But since I'm adjusting the tappet soon, that's a quick fix with some liquid gasket when putting the cover back in place. There's supposed to be a rubber cap on the drive chain cover, which is missing, but from the hole we could see that the chain has rust and is dry from lack of lubrication. I'll replace the drive chain along with the front and rear sprockets. So that's about it. The Super Cub is a motorcycle of the working class and does a really good job at handling harsh riding conditions. I'm super excited on the kind of adventures I could go out with her. I hope y'all enjoyed the introduction of my Super Cub Pro. Thanks for watching.